Fellas, we are on attempt number 3 of this video. I did about a 15-minute recording, and my mic shut off about 5 seconds into it. And I did the same thing just now, so I might have an issue with my mic, but you know, we're gonna keep going because I got to get a video out on this card. It's one of the cards of all time. A bunch of guys have never fought in the UFC. For some reason, we keep going back to China. It's like the third time this year. Another 3 a.m. card. So here we go, man. We're going to start at the bottom here. We got Ding Meng versus Cam Nelson. I mean, like, who is Lawrence Liu and Hector Santiago? Again, I've said it before, man. Are you guys looking to me to break down Lawrence Liu out of New Zealand versus Hector Santiago? Like, what's even the point of the Contender Series, man? Like, if you're just going to hand out contracts to whoever the fuck wants to fight, it just waters down the Contender Series. Like, there's really no point of having it, right? Like, the whole thing is to earn this contract. It's some giant honor, but they're dishing them out like they're just sending everyone these contracts, man. I know these guys are probably getting paid 2,000 and 2,000 show and win, but like there's no mystique to the Contender Series anymore. It's not this big gated thing. Like, they let anyone in here. Francesco Nuzzi. Who the fuck? Who is this? They're giving these guys layups. They're giving the Chinese guys layups on this card because they really want to put one on for the Chinese fans. Like, for some reason, they insist on putting on a show for the Chinese fans. Zhao Long probably wins. I don't know. The first significant fight on the card, Jack Jenkins versus Sean Woodson. Jack Jenkins has not been on too much of a heater recently in his UFC career, but it's a slow build. We're okay. We're getting there. And at a plus 125 odds, I like him against a guy who just got finished by Dan Ige. No disrespect to Dan Ige, but obviously he's not the most notorious killer in the UFC. And Sean Woodson at featherweight is not great. It's not great. Jack Jenkins, I think he can do it, man. I know he hasn't fought in a year, but he does have finishing ability. I've seen it from him, man. I want him to get this win. I think he will get this win. And I think it's a good win to have on your resume as you start to build up that resume once again. I mean, like I said, we're slow rolling it for Jack Jenkins. Plus 125 odds. I think it's just because that he's taken a year off, and Sean Woodson, he's a name. People know who he is. I think Jack Jenkins gets the win by finish as a plus 125 dog. I think if Dan Ige can finish you, Jack Jenkins can finish you. Moving on. Ray Saruya versus Kevin Borjas. Now, Kevin Borjas beat Andre Lima, right? He won that, I believe so. Ray Saruya at minus 750, that's insane. Like, that's crazy. You might as well just sprinkle on Borjas. But, Ray Saruya is going to win. Ray Saruya looks jacked for a flyweight, bro. Every time he steps out there, I'm like, damn, pause. But his legs are crazy. He's got a big frame for flyweight. He looks like an absolute specimen. And with this blonde Super Saiyan hair, he passes the eye test, man. He goes out there, he hunts submissions. I know he lost to Van, but like that's Van is literally the greatest that's ever lived. So, goes out there, gets a submission in round 1 against what's his nuts. Who the fuck? Garule, that's right. Goes out there, gets a round 1 submission, and I think Kevin Borjas is kind of just a victim. So at minus 750, like I don't love that, but I think round 1 sub might be valuable. I think he could do that, and I think he will do that. I think I'm gonna have Saruya by sub minus 750. You should go in there and get it done, man. Moving on, the guy who lost to Kevin Borjas, Andre Lima. Let me make sure I have that correct because he lost to Kevin Borjas. Andre Lima is on my fade list. He was a prospect at one point. He was beating all sorts of guys, but if you can't harm Kevin Borjas in a fight, I don't think you're gonna go far in this sport, to be quite honest with you. But who the fuck is Namzrai Batbayar? Who is it? Who are these guys? I have no idea. This guy's like 10-1. He has like 5 wins by knockout, 5 by sub. And I just can't bring myself to put money on Andre Lima after losing to Kevin Borjas. I just can't do it. At a minus 270 favorite, there's no value in that. Like he'll probably win, but the value on this one is Namzrai Badbayar by finish. And I've never seen or heard of this guy in my life. I just think we put Andre Lima on the fade list for a reason. Because Kevin Borjas is duty. So, final pick, I'm going to go with Andre Lima by decision. But I'm going to be betting on Namzrai Badbayar by finish. And that'll take us through the prelims. And moving on. You got Bilal Hassan versus Nilson Rojas. You got the guy who's grabbing his nuts like MJ, who was like minus $1 billion against some random Indian guy on the Contender Series. Like, he is on my fade list too, but I can't bring myself to pick him against Nilson Rojas, who looks like another victim as well. This is clearly just a layup for Bilal Hassan. He's got so many Indonesian fans in his comments. He has a fan base, but I can't not hate him. Wait, I can't not hate him. Yeah, no, I hate him. I hate Bilal Hassan. The guy is so fucking cringe. And, he's got that John Jones base of MMA, if you know what I'm saying. It's a good base for MMA. You kind of, just being in the closet, it's a great base. So, Bilal Hassan taking pics in a bathtub with Jaden Cable. Great base for MMA, man. He's going to go out there, and this guy was hired by the UFC to get absolutely slimed. And I think that's what's going to happen. But he is on the fade list, and when he fights a real contender, I hope he gets crumpled to the canvas and never fights again. I hope he gets cut soon. I really hope I don't have to see this guy. But Bilal Hassan's going to win by knockout. Next up, you got Lu Chi versus Levi Rodriguez Jr. Levi Rodriguez Jr. just got slimed out a month ago. And the medical suspension after you get knocked out is 30 days. It's been like 33 days. So I don't know who Lu Chi is, but it just smells like they're laying him up to get absolutely brain damaged in this fight against a guy who is 3-1. Dude, oh my God. He's 3-1. This guy is 3-1. Now, Levi Rodriguez Jr. is no specimen. He's like 4-1, okay? But it just smells like they want him to get hurt. And I think that's probably what's going to happen. How am I supposed to know these things? Fight to end by knockout is probably your best play here. Lu Chi by knockout. I can't pick a guy that just got knocked out 30 days ago. Next up. This is where the craft takes over. We got Alex Perez versus Sumaderji. Now, Alex Perez won the first round on the UFC China card that happened recently, where he could not, continue this fight. Now, I wouldn't say I'm an Alex Perez fan, but I want him to win this fight because at a plus 180 dog, he should win this fight. He really should. Sumaderji gets submitted a lot. I think if Alex Perez gets the wrestling off, he times his takedown. Sumaderji, big, long swings. Number 11, Alex Perez versus number 11, Sumaderji. Wow, that's awesome. The UFC only makes billions of dollars. That's it. Just billions and billions of dollars, and they're both number 11 in the rankings somehow. What was I saying? If Alex Perez gets the wrestling off, he should win this fight. It's doable. Like, this is the game plan. Go out there and wrestle. You don't hear it from me very often when I say a guy should go out there and wrestle, but I think this is what he needs to get done. And if he does that, I think he wins. Plus 180 dog. Give me Alex Perez. Moving on, we got Kaya Sakura versus Richie Lang. Richie Lang, kind of a win-loss guy, a little bit of a journeyman in the UFC. And then you got Kaya Sakura, who just moved up from flyweight, going to bantamweight to slime out Cameron Smotherman to get him cut from the UFC. Now, that doesn't tell me a whole lot, but that was exactly what was supposed to happen. So Kai Sakura is back on track, is what I think. And I think he does get this knockout win over Richie Lang. But minus 450, there's really no value there. I just can't see him losing against Richie Lang. So I think he wins a decision, most definitely, if he doesn't get a knockout, which I think he will get a knockout. I think this is just what's supposed to happen. I think the UFC would love to get back into the Japanese market. And I think Kai Sakura is their guy, so they're kind of giving him one here. I think the odds are going to be like minus 200, but I think Kai Sakura wins by knockout. Moving on to the main event. You boys better enjoy Kai Sakura winning the knockout, because the co-main and the main, the craft ends here because Umar Nurmagomedov is going to win a decision, a 50-45 boring-ass decision. The song by submission bet cashed last time, but that was Davis and Figueiredo. We got Umar in front of us. Umar's not losing this, man. Like, he's going to be on the back foot until he can time his takedowns. And as much as I would love a Song knee up the middle to just take Umar by surprise and pop him back and stumble him, and Song jumps on there, I just got to be realistic about these things. I've picked too many with my heart, and this one I have to go with my brain. And I think Umar Nurmagomedov is going to fight on the back foot till he can get his takedowns off. And he's just going to wrestle fuck him to a decision, because Umar doesn't really plan on ever harming another human. He's just seemingly a nice guy. He doesn't like to harm humans in a cage fight, and he won't. And I think he coasts to a decision here, 50-45, and we get the rematch versus Merab. What I think is going to happen is that if Merab takes the belt off of Yan, they're going to do Umar Nurmagomedov versus Merab. They're going to rematch that. And I think if Yan keeps the belt, they go O'Malley Yan. And if Yan loses the belt, we're going O'Malley Yan. If Merab loses the belt, we're going Umar Merab. I think they're kind of just... These are the matchups that need to happen in order to move on with the division. We have too many rematches that need to be settled. And I know they're trying to get Song like another main event in China, but they're like... Don't let the storyline fool you. Let's not get crafty on this one. Umar's winning a 50-45 decision. Maybe a late sub. Maybe. But there's nothing that I expect anymore. I'm not going to hope for a sub. I just think Umar's going to win by a boring-ass decision. So that'll be it. It's a game-time decision as to whether or not I wake up for this card at 3 a.m. But... it's the UFC, so I probably will. That'll do it for this video, man. We'll see the weigh-ins later this week. We'll see how these fellas do this weekend. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.